Hello and welcome to episode 13 of our Anroang campaign. In the last episode, we continued to unify the southern part of Haless by doing some reconquest wars for our vassal of Hansai, and we are currently in the last reconquest war that we will need to do for them, which is against Binhrung. Now, we won't be able to full annex Binhrung in this war. They are 198% war score, so we're going to get Hansai their cores back and take whatever we have claims on, at least as much as I can, to complete some missions, because a lot of our missions are now just own this stuff in the south, this one province right here, and then doing some development. So that's what we're mostly going to be focusing on. We are currently going through religious ideas here, so we are almost done with religious ideas, and I would like to finish it out. It gives us some cultural conversion cost reductions, clergy loyalty, and would also give us access to policies with goods produced and morale of armies, both of which I would like. Now, we need to keep in mind that there is a decision here to save Du Yun. But we need to recover Du Yun's urn, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be tied to this in some way, shape, or form. Because if you remember, we did get an event that talked about how her urn was hidden away in this hold. So, I mean, it might be tied to something else, but I think it might be that. So what we need to happen is we need that hold to get to level 3. Now, if we look, they are currently digging to level 3, so that's pretty good. We'll probably have to develop this up to 60 so they can go to the next level, but we'll see how it goes. For right now, we're just going to stay focused on our war against Binhrung, which honestly, it's not all that significant of a war. We're doing just fine, and we're going to thrash them, so it'll be fine. Yeah, they're going to raid us. Yeah, it's going to suck, but I don't really care at the end of the day. Yak Shini. Yak Shini, or Jaza Oni, depending on whether you are in Rahan or the Anshin, are nature spirits that manifest in the form of women. They are mostly associated with the Sirocco Reheni or Siraka plant. This plant is used throughout Haless in rituals because burning it emits a sweet smell believed to repel evil spirits. Legends state that this sometimes attracts Yak Shini spirits who, enamored by the plant's fragrance, linger around the location where it was burned and bestow luck and fortune upon the area. Now it appears that this phenomenon has occurred in the province of Askaray after a burning ritual was performed. The locals inquire whether they may expand their shrines and seek funds to increase the burning of Siraka in the hope of retaining the spirit's presence. So for 252 crowns, I gain 3 base production, or I can just gain 2 base production in our capital. Yeah, I'd rather just get in our capital than in Askaray. I don't particularly care about this province for the most part, so sorry, but we're gonna bring it to our capital. What could go wrong attracting spirits to our capital? Okay, we're all spiritual, so the spirits like us, maybe, possibly, at least more than usual, I suppose. We are at war with yet here as well. No, why were those ships not docked? Must have gotten them from a vassal or something, and that came undone. Well, that's sad. Rippy dippy. Rippy dippy. You're gonna stand there. You can walk to here. That siege has been completed. I do wonder what Binhrung's plan is here. Whatever it is, I don't think it's a good one. Not to be a hater or anything, but I'm gonna be a hater. I don't think it's a good option. Wherever he's going. We're just gonna send our mercs to follow him to take him out. Okay, well, you've chosen death, that's for sure. Take all of that. That's gonna be a nice little stack wipe there. You're gonna walk over here. And cool. You split up to here. I'm not sure why I sent troops over there. Kind of a waste. Oh, they got away from me. Those sneaky little Binhrungs. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Okay, let's send you guys up to Zhuzhut so we can take them out. I don't think we'll take any of their land, just because I am trying to finish religious ideas and also core land, so we don't really want to spend any more admin points. But finishing religious ideas does finish our national ideas, which gives us the Rising Dragon. We are an empire forged from chaos, finally torn from the clutches of war by a uniting banner. Since then, we've risen from a destitute backwater to one of the premier powers in Haless, wealthy from trade and goods, and armed with a mighty host to defend our interests. Now we must expand our domain, not resting until all beneath the sun lies under the dragon of Kudet Kai. Today is the day that the Kai take their rightful place as the leading power in the world. Minus 15% core creation cost, which is pretty sweet, and we also get plus 20% national manpower. And those two policies that I talked about, which will be very valuable for us. Why don't you go ahead and get all this stuff in the south siege down? And then we'll need to decide what exactly we want to take from Binhrung, because there are a couple of options we could do. I'm thinking we take out their islands just so I don't have to siege them down in the next wars. Even if I don't have claims on them, like I'm going to want to take them anyways, because if I don't, then I just have to deal with a pirate who raids me. So, does that sound great? No, it does not. This fort's going to fall because I forgot to move these troops, and I'm going to be very sad about it. And I have no one to blame but myself, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to be sad about it. Alright, so that's been taken. And you are good to move up. Now, we are maxed out on mill points. I can grab another general here. We do have a mission that wants 80% professionalism and 80 army tradition, which is a rather difficult thing to pull off. Like, I could spam out generals here, but it would be worth much more to me to just develop my provinces. Also, we can get rid of enforced interfaith dialogue. We don't need that anymore. We can get rid of right of council. We can get rid of development of temples as well. Because we do have a mission that eventually needs our estates to have less than 40 influence. So, starting to nerf those now is going to be important. Plus, we do have a mission that needs 40 absolutism, which, by the way, is not that far away for that mission. Where are you? Where is our 40 absolutism mission? It's right here. So, like, we have to get to absolutism time before we can end this campaign. So we're going to have a while where we're just kind of going to get to expand where we want. I can't believe these guys didn't take that siege. That's, honestly, I'd be pretty upset if I was them. I would feel a little bit scammed, in fact, if I was them. But we're going to have a little bit to kind of do whatever we want. Which is cool. Maybe we fight the command. Maybe we just try and develop into the largest economic superpower we can become. I suppose we'll see how we go about it. Our Kellen separatists, we can deal with them. I do want to do some military development, sure. We're still coring this up. Yeah, just taking a while. Okay. Well, oh, we never started coring up Huban. Oof. Oofa doofa. That's alright. Why don't we send you guys over to this OPM, because we also need to kill them. Yeah, see, the command went and took stuff down here that I specifically wanted to avoid them getting. We could guarantee Kudet Kai here. I don't know if it's really worth my time, though. I'm gonna be honest. Yep, take that. I will get a small tolerance increase of Haramari and a free general. We'll just fire that guy. We can go back to developing. Like, we could get Inno for taking Miltech, but I don't really think it's worth it. So you are getting annexed. Thank you. Cost 16 admin to piece them out. Bada bing, bada boom. Go ahead and get them cored up. And then Zuzut, I would like your war reps and money, please. Thank you. Send you guys back south. We can declare war on you. Go cleansing of heresy. Why not? You get back to drilling. And then you. So return these 3 provinces to Hansai and your current capital as well. I want to... Yeah, honestly, I think I just take their islands for now. Well, here's the deal. I have missions that I want to complete, right? So, yeah, I need to own all of these provinces. And it gives me max promoted culture. So maybe I don't. Maybe I just take what I need and I just leave them on the islands. If I do that, that means I need to build up an actual navy that can, like, you know, do navy things. If I leave that out... No, I can't take all this. Not if I don't... I either get to complete missions now, or I get to... Honestly, like, we have time for the missions. As I was saying, we have the time. So, let's just take these islands to make our next war with Pinghoi easier. I'll leave... if I leave this province, someone else is going to take it. But I don't want to leave them with only one island. And this also completes a mission. Oh, I can't even complete it if I do this. How much development is this province? 10? That doesn't seem like that much. Yeah, that's not great. What if I just warn Pruikin? Well, no, warning Pruikin wouldn't work if they declare war for this. Because they don't have a border. But if Pruikin takes it, I can just take it off of Pruikin, right? It's not all that big of a deal. Alright, that's the peace deal. Take a little bit of cash. Thank you. Beautiful. And we can complete Laid to Rest. The tides have changed. The tides of change have shifted. The calm civil war is past us now. As the ghostly emperor fades, so too does his state. We shall give it a proper burial. With this threat to our hegemony dispelled, we stand poised to unify the Kai under the guidance of our noble and righteous Anroang. Our spirit queens can bestow more power. We get the event Phasmophobia, and we get a permanent claim on a bunch of provinces, which I'm pretty sure we already own most of. Of course. The ghostly visage of Sang Kaoban, who had so selfishly clung to power, had been the mastermind behind Du Yen's disappearance all this time. It was he who had people sneak the Nirek Vodenkai in the night, robbing us of the remains of our beloved ruler. It was he who tried to deceive our soldiers through the halls of Verkal Ozavar, throwing false leads and rumors to throw us off. Now the urn rests in his palace, discarded among many other trinkets and baubles, its prior purpose lost when the Ghost Emperor passed on. Anroang, through Trom, had ordered the Boars of Din to carefully sweep the palace for any other loyalists to the deceased emperor's cause, while she proceeded to grab the urn so delicately, caressing it in a full embrace. Beloved ancestor, Anroang, through Trom, declared, "You will be home soon. The hunt is over." Well, there you go. We found it. Easy. So now, mage loyalty needs to be 60 or greater, or 40 or greater. And a court mage is employed, or it needs to be 70-50. So I gotta get you guys to be better. But before I do that, I want to complete this mission probably. Wait, nobility and merchants need to be 65 loyalty. Oh, that's gonna take a while. That's gonna take a long while. Shoot. Well, if I can complete this, then I could summon the Diet, which would get the mages to 70. And then if I just temporarily reduce research regulations, then we should be able to do this. So, yeah, let's do that. Well, first, let's go ahead and make sure all this is getting cored up. Very nice. And go ahead and summon the Diet. Clergy. Honestly, I can... Oh, nope, that's also my problem right there. Alright, Court Mage. Higher Court Mage. There we go. Higher. That will lower, or that will increase the influence. Right? There we go. Save Du Yen. With Du Yen's remains recovered and a ritual site prepared, we will use forbidden magic offered to us by Chiraprapa to Toe and the opals from the necropolis to restore the lost queen's spirit to this world. We unlock Du Yen as an option for a spiritual lapidary. We did it! We have avenged our queen. We have brought her back. I wonder if she wanted to be back. Maybe she was enjoying being in the afterlife and chilling out and, you know, not having to do anything all the time. And then we're like, haha, no. Welcome back. If we're here to suffer, so are you. We all suffer together here in this plane of existence. Sucks to be here, I guess. I can have a much higher force limit. And I do want the much higher force limit. Okay. 28 is fine. Get you up to 10. Into the Dark River. While on a riverboat sailing down the Silt Dark Hukai, our Anroang was enchanted by a black swan, paddling a gentle course upstream against the river's fierce current. So taken was the Anroang by the strange swan that, as they made their way to the ship's rail, they barely noticed the lurch of the waves that sent them off the boat's side and into the dark, hungry waters of the Hukai. Reach a hand towards the black swan, or exhale and kick and rise. I mean, that's the logical response, but we're not relying on logic here. We're going for spirit stuff. Sunulu, Lupulin, Semet, Tidakui. Semet Tidakui, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I understand what I did wrong here. I need to choose one of the other ones. So I have Semet Tidakui, right? But I need to have Sunulao or Lupulin chosen. And I have Lupulin. So let's go ahead and choose Lupulin here. And now we get to 200 faith power. We can actually do this. So I guess it's dependent on your Pantheon. And then you have to choose two that correspond with the Pantheon. I suppose. That's my best guess. I hope. I really hope. Okay, let's start annexing you. I don't know how long this is going to take. Probably a while. Yeah, 1581 definitely counts as a while in my book. We do have, like, no Diplo rep, though. I can cast Magnificent Feast for an additional Diplo rep. Which is fine. I can get a Diplo rep advisor at some point. Which is good. But I also have the ability to reign in the townships. While the Kai townships boast great political freedom, they are incapable of protecting themselves from the chaos and instability that freedom brings. As protectors of the Kai, we must intervene and bring them stability and security. For a safe and prosperous future, of course. We gain Sakai as an accepted culture, 2 base tax on a bunch of their provinces, and we gain a permanent claim on all provinces that belong to the Kai culture group. Okay. That gave me like 2 more claims. Huge. Massive. Wow. Wow. Alright, well now we're just chilling. Take that. Okay, a bunch of separatists that we need to deal with. We need to catch up on tech. Oh, yo, the bong bong bongs are back. I'm not gonna read it through again, okay? But just in case you forgot, bong bong bong. Spin the mill power. Shoot the gongs out of the sky, please. Alright, our fort line is coming into existence. War of Honor. I love being called into Wars of Honor. I love when the AI insults another AI and then I have to go to war. Yeah, sure. I'll join. Don't expect me to help too much, but yes, I will join. It doesn't really seem like my problem if you got insulted. I'm gonna be real with you, man. You could just simply get over it and not be a big old baby. Like, yeah, they insulted you, but like, you should just know that you are enough, and it doesn't matter what other people think of you. Sage advice. 100 Diplo points. I probably should keep an eye on the command to see if they plan on declaring war on me or not. I don't think they will, but you never know. Better safe than sorry. We'll get to drilling. In fact, I would like to keep increasing the size of my army here. So this is a 1910 stack, which is a little bit over our current combat width. It's not a huge deal though. So if I build you up to, let's see, an 18.6, that's not too bad. Yeah, that'll work. Entering the whirlpool. Aboard a ship sailing around the Lupulin Peninsula, Anroang was struck by a desire to stop at an isolated island they were passing by. Stepping off the ship onto the warm sands, Anroang felt a sudden rumbling from the island's heart. It shifted, then, with a steady inevitability, began to rise from the ocean, revealing, buried beneath the sand, a soft, rubbery skin. A great eye opened beside the Anroang, its unknowable molluscoid depths searching for a response. Sinulao, who is the whirlpool, hold me in your embrace. Hey, that's one of the ones that we could have used. What does that give? Gives morale of navies. 20% morale of navies. I mean, we don't really need that, but that is a pretty crazy bonus. That is a lot of morale of navies. Would be very good if you were trying to get control. Like, that's a super good bonus. Like, just thinking about that. Hey, what are you doing? The one problem we have, our vassal does not have a truce with the command. So, if the command really wanted to, they could declare war on us right now. I don't think they do, but it is an option, technically speaking, that they could decide to go for. I do want to take this tech. Now I can start building textile manufactories. Because we do own some silk, right? We own cloth. We own 1 silk province. So, 2, 3. We own 3. But that's not really where I thought they were over here somewhere. So, yes, I was technically correct, but no, I was not correct in the way I thought I was correct. But I guess being technically correct still means I come out on top. Too many monarch points. Not a thing to complain about, for sure. A tempting thing to complain about, but I will not. I do need to seize again in a couple months here. Luckily, my nobles look like they will be loyal by the time that happens, so that's encouraging. We are integrating this, guys, at 12.6%. Preta, Eater of Hunger. The hungry are fed, the famished are strong. In multiple villages in Arakellan, which have long struggled with food shortages, a curious phenomenon has occurred. A kind of anti-famine. We suspect that it is Preta, a spirit known for transforming the hungry into the satiated. According to some locals, the spirit has manifested itself as a happy, plump peasant. Interestingly, this blessing seems to be limited to those who reside in the area, and we are unsure how long it will last. Undoubtedly, this miracle will strengthen the province and its people. Local prosperity growth for 10 years. Sure. I like prosperity growth. And as long as you are all loyal, yes, that gets us up over 60% crown land. So finally, when these guys get back to being loyal, we can complete a mission. And I, in my ever-expanding genius, forgot to do the one thing I needed to do, which was raise autonomy on all of these islands. Yippee. Yeah, see, like that. That's a no-go for me, my friends. We can add that to a trade company, actually. So I will. Because that's technically Sarhal. I guess I could add this to a trade company, but not as important. Look, he'll cross over and he'll get dunked on, and then I'll attach here and I'll go out to this island and we'll be ready to fight here. It'll be great. We could take Miltech early to get the Inno. Don't know if I really want to. Probably not. But what I do want to do for sure is number 1. Ooh. Let's go for war score cost for different religions. And we will celebrate a festival, finally. So we gain 1,875 crowns. 5 random provinces that has a dock or a shipyard will receive 1 base production. 5 random provinces that have a dock or shipyard have a 50% chance of gaining 1 production. I don't think I have many of those buildings built. Yeah, nope. I have, in fact, 1. Nope, 0. I have 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't believe I'm actually building these. There. So once those are done, then I will click on the button. Also, I didn't unsiege this province over here because I'm very smart. I just figured the rebels would give up once we defeated their armies. But it seems they were not thrilled with that idea. And another one of you. I will take the tech on the month tick, which also happens to be the year tick, which means it's a little bit cheaper to take. You go deal with the rebels. We will upgrade our troops momentarily. Move them over, please. Salt crisis, not good, not good. We don't want to have no salt. We're trying to get these guys annexed, though. Fast as we can do it. Agenda of the diet. You want me to convert some stuff? You want me to own some stuff? You want me to have some money? I can convert some stuff. Ooh, increase of kobold tolerance. Nice. There's our troops with the command up. So I guess if I wanted to, we could go back to war with the command. I'm not sure why I would want to do that. I mean, I guess you could argue to get total control over the High Bin node, but I would still have to fight Buvari if I really wanted to make that my goal. So that doesn't really make much sense. Who's rising up next? Who's rising up here? Who are these people? IR Shahari separatists. Yeah, I suppose that tracks. They do start with those provinces. So that does make sense in my mind. You can go ahead and suppress these rebels. Thank you. You can go back down here. And Buvari is calling me into a war against Pruakin. Yeah, here's the unfortunate reality of things. If they take this, I'm never going to be able to break into the Gulf of Rahen. Though at this point, it doesn't look like I'm going to anyways. Let's just set, our 2 claims as vital interest. Let's set that everything Buvari doesn't have as vital interest as vital interest. And then we can accept. Yeah, and I am going to go help. Mostly because, well, I don't want Buvari to get everything. So we send our stacks over to do some sieging, and we'll be in a pretty good spot to prevent that from happening. Ooh, but before I do that, let's go ahead and upgrade to the Lenjin Hui cross formation. And we have cannons, or calves, so we shouldn't be too scared to upgrade our troops. This does mean, though, that our troops that are on this island are stuck here for the war, because I don't have a navy. Though, to be fair, Buvari would probably have a navy. So maybe we'll be fine. Maybe. Yeah, he's gonna get this stuff, and I'm not gonna be happy about it. I really don't want him to take more than he, at minimum, is going to take. But there's not much I can do about it. I can just get in there and get war participation. Which means we want to lose troops to attrition. It's just a weird way of how it's calculated. We want to lose troops to attrition and on sieges. That way we can actually count towards having done something. Alright, and we can finally do this festival. 1,947 crowns. Oh. Interesting. It didn't reset it. So I just have to... Oh, I have to manually change it if I want to change the Pantheon. But I can change the aspects whenever I want. Ooh, infantry combat ability? Interesting. Okay, but you still need one of the 3 in order to make the switch. Huh, okay. Fraudulent Shaman. The Shamans of the Mystical Accord faith are well liked and respected as intermediaries between the corporeal and the spiritual. Unfortunately, frauds and tricksters sometimes misuse this trust, as has now happened to us. A shaman claimed to be able to communicate with the great yet unknown spirit who could not only bless our court, but our whole nation. Our advisors were skeptical until the shaman performed a spirit summoning in front of our ruler themselves. In hindsight, it seems to have been a simple magic trick, without any spiritual involvement to speak of. After agreeing to a ritual, the shaman requested preparation time in a private room. They then snuck away and stole money from our coffers, and they have not been seen ever since. They are gone, and we do not speak of this ever again. Funny. Get scammed, bozos. I mean, I'm the bozo, but still, funny. Alright, well, at least Buvari won't get absolutely everything, because I got this province occupied. So I suppose that's good. Yep, there's the siege of Pruikin. We are at war with these guys. I'm not walking my troops around to fight that. Sorry, Buvari. If you want to fight those guys, you are going to have to walk around and fight them. I am not going to be doing that. No way, no sir, no how. What I'm going to be doing is building manufactories on our provinces that are going to make me lots of money. That is my job. Yeah, Tianlu's getting killed by these guys. I'm not all too concerned about that. I mean, he was kind of free territory. Do my clergy need to be loyal for this mission? No. Only nobles and merchants. Okay. Then I will take the free money. Alright, well, we have reached the end of today's episode. We've kind of run out of time here. But I think next time, we need to take out Ping Hoi, but that turns isn't up till 51. So I think we either need to... Oh, actually, Kudet Kai is in 45. So if I get some claims here, we could take out Kudet Kai. Yeah, we could full annex them, which would be pretty nice. But the Commander Lenjin Hui, I think, are going to need to be our targets. Like, we need to pick one of these. Lenjin Hui is probably a better one. Number one, easier war. Number two, I can get some trade value out of getting all of this. So that's what we'll probably do, is start moving up into the north more, because we're going to be caught up on Admin and we're going to have governing capacity to play around with. So we should use it. Sounds like a decent idea to me, even though I do need to core and state all of this. Literally all of this up. But yeah, that is going to be it for today. I would like to thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.